This is the outflow tank, and this is the inflow, and all the dirty poop water is now flowing down here. Oh, hi there, and welcome back to City Skylines. We're here on Ohio Islands, and well, there's been a couple of changes since the last episode. You'll notice, first of all, this road is actually down, it's embedded into the ground a little bit. But been doing a few changes, so basically all we've done is we used the Move It mod to drop down the road from about here all the way to here, and just brought it down just to try and give a bit of elevation to the town and obviously lower level to the road. That should help. Well, it should make things a bit nicer, give the noise a little bit less or more distance to travel over there. But we've done that, and we've also, again, using the Move It mod, tweaked the section over here. So this originally was a little bit higher up, and we just basically dragged all the nodes and everything and brought it all down. Now, you probably can't really tell, but if you bring on the water tool, we can see here where the water lines are, and well, these were obviously planned right next to the roads. So you can see it's only moved a little bit, maybe like a couple of blocks all the way down. But yeah, done that just to give a bit more space, get some more trees and go from there. And that's the water pipes fixed. So we seem to be doing all right at the moment. We are, well, we're 151k, we are making 3k a week, and we've got a good population. We are currently losing people, so we need to work with that. But the priority today is we want to start looking over here. Want to look at building a farming district, and I know what you're thinking, this is all farming land. Yeah, it is. But this is just like general district farming. This is just like the standard you get from just to industrial zones. What we actually want to do is go into this farming. So we've got a whole tab, and this is like a real specialized farming district. This is the DLC industries package, which is really cool. So we're going to work on that. Now, we can't actually build anything yet because we need to create an industry area. Paint industry areas. There we go. We get a nice tool. Yeah, that's a good size. I'm just going to pick literally all this area over here. And I don't know how big it's going to be, but we'll go big, and we can always shrink it later on. But we'll just build all that area over there. So now we've done that, we should be able to get a new building. So we can do a farm main building, but we obviously need a road and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's kind of a basic shape, nothing fancy, but just to give some grids. We'll obviously have access here. We will expand as we go around. We need to make this actual farmland, so that's the wrong button. If we go to resources, we can go farm, and we can grab a bigger brush than that. Big brush size, and let's make that all farmland. There we go. And then we can actually start working. So let's go to industries, and we start with the main building, a farm main building. So farming building sets an unassigned industry, which is what we've got, area type into farming, and allows its level progression. It also works as the industry's area's headquarters for city service vehicles. Fantastic. So the road's flooding there, so we probably won't put it in the flooding part. I don't know, there. Perfect, done. So we've got level 1. What is this? Get out of my face. Okay, so level 1, where you can get the grain silo, we can get annual pastures, small crop fields, and small fruit fields. Some small crops. I'm not gonna. I think I'll keep this area free here because we're gonna need some housing for the people that work there. But this is perfect size for crops. So let's just do that, and I'm gonna go back to back so that we alternate where the lorries and stuff are gonna come in. That way. Slope to sleep. Okay, that's fine. We can fix that actually. Yeah, let's ditch the road for a second. There we go. Level terrain, and we'll soften it a little bit just so it doesn't, just not so aggressive. And that should fix those issues over there. But we've got quite a nice area here where we can use farmland. And I appreciate the fact that I need to go back and add the roads again, but that's not a big deal. So there's water. Have we got electricity? We do not. Okay, and can we just get some power lines crossing the river for the time being? That should do it. Okay, and that's looking pretty good. So we've gone ahead, we've added an extra field here. So again, we're obviously making it so these alternate. So this one, they have to enter from the top, that one from the bottom, that one from the top, bottom, and top. So in theory, they're not going to get stuck in each other's faces as much as they could be. We've also added some grain silos. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're all set to empty. There's 3 options: balance, fill, or empty. What that basically means is they will try to keep this as low as possible, and they'll get rid of them, but it's just a bit of an overflow for other stuff. So that is working. We can already see trucks going in. It's looking alright, to be honest. The main building's alright. If we go to the industry area, or we can click over here and go to here, we can see here that we made 110 currency from outputting 6 tons of crops. Now we can obviously add the animal products, which we'll do in a moment, and some flour, which we'll have to look at later on. But overall, we're actually losing 230 in the overall cost, so not ideal, but we'll get there. We need to upgrade this, but to do that, we need to produce resources 500, and that's tons, I guess, and then workers 42 over 150. So we're going to need people first of all. So if we need people, while we do that, those will go up. So let's start looking at expanding this area down here. Okay, so we've got a basic shape there. If I just pause the game for a moment, just so we stop the clock going just for a minute, we want to look at making sure that we can get all the servers and stuff in here. So first of all, we've got garbage, absolutely fine. Healthcare needs to be improved. Well, actually, that's the point. We need to look at elder care and child health centers, because these are both really important. So child health center basically increases the amount of babies that can be born. So we really want to get that, and it's got quite a large radius from memory. So yeah, if we pop one of them in there, I think that will increase the amount of babies that are born within the area, which is quite a lot. And then elder care, it stops people from dying. So it just, well, they won't die, it won't stop forever. It's not magic, but it will just mean that they prolong people's lives. So if we pop that literally across the road, that should be fine. So people have a longer lifespan, so they're going to be less like death waves moving forward. So that's that, but we still need the healthcare, so that's still important. So let's just pop one of them right there. And death, we've got loads of space there, that's fine. Fire, we need some more, so why not? If I pop it over this side, yeah, that works. So that will get all this area, no problem. And we've got police. Again, we'll put a little bit more on this side. I think that'll do. Okay, education, the final one. We are running low on cash, but that's fine. We'll get some more. We're going to need a couple of those. Or well placed those. I think that'll do. That'll do for that. And then we've got high school. That'll do. Okay, so we want to get some things in place. So we obviously got a lot of demand for residential. We could do with a little bit of commercial as well. But let's do the residential first. So let's just fill in that. Oh, parks. I forgot about parks. How can I forget parks? Nice cheap one there. That should give a decent radius for most of those people. Hopefully that does the job. Right, fill that in. So that can go there. That there. And then we've got a little bit of commercial. Why not? I know we've been trying to avoid commercial areas where we can. But let's do this section down here as commercial. And that one there. Because that's not so bad. And then that leaves that residential, that residential, that residential. So let's unpause it and let's see how these things grow. And of course we forgot water, so let's fix that real quick before they all start complaining too much. And let's get a few roads down the bottom, like that. Okay, so we have a problem. I've just had to pause it because I've noticed this. Does your tap, hashtag water stink? We can't even have a showers because of the stench. Hashtag it's in the water. That is not good. That means people are going to be getting sick. And if we look closely, we can probably start seeing there's a sickness over there. Yeah, sickness there. There's a few of them. Caught it early, thankfully. But that is because the water is being polluted. And that is because this is the outflow tank. And this is the inflow. And all the dirty poop water is now flowing down here. So it's literally just got here. But that's an issue. So we're going to need to find some other ways of getting the water. Because that water is, well, it's tainted. Let's have a look. Okay. We can fix this by getting rid of that. We can have a clarifier in place, but we're gonna need to get some water towers first of all, just for actual water. So if we just get rid of that. No, we don't have enough water. Okay, let's pause that. Water towers. Right, so this has got noise pollution 25, pumping capacity 60,000, and then we've got that one is 64,000. That was 96. Okay, I like water tank. That one. Okay, let's get a whole bunch of these in place because that is just not going to be an issue. One can go there. One can go there. Let's get water pipes. Okay, that fixes the water issue. And those are quite nice. I like those. They look pretty cool. We will get some proper water and we will obviously fix that as soon as we got the chance to. What we are waiting for... well, we could... Actually, let's just fix it now. We've got 51k. Let's get a clarifier in place. That's what, 112,000 compared to water drain pipe 120. So how much does that cost? 4,000 a pop, 2,500. Right, we're gonna need, I think, 2 of these initially, and we'll get these in place. We need to find somewhere. I'm debating whether to actually just put it exactly where that is. So if we get rid of that, we can get the clarifier roadside. Okay, let's get a road, one there and one there. That should do the job of that. We need some water to go into it. Bish, bash, and bosh. And then that road, in theory, needs to connect to everything else. We've got power here. That can go there. We can spin it around here. Loop to there. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to be good. That is going to stop polluting the rivers, so we'll start seeing some of that sludge going away. And we've got the water towers. We will put some more water stations in place once this poop gets out of the way. But yeah, that's fine. So this is now in place. We've got lots and lots of houses, and they're slowly upgrading. Let's see, level 2, level 1, level 1. Yeah, we've got a nice mix. So we'll have to look at that and just keep an eye on it. But the reason we're doing that was for the farm. So let's have a quick look at that. So we have 111 of 150 workers, and we've actually done the resources, 572 of 500. So we're almost level 2. All we need is a little bit more. And I think if we just put a few more buildings in place, that would probably be enough just to push it over the edge. So let's go to farm. Animals. Okay. We can fit one of those there. Okay. We got one, and let's have a second one because, you know, we don't do anything by halves. And that all needs to move. Okay, so we now have some cows in place. So both of those are full of cows. How many staff? We got 11 of 11, 7 of 7, or 7 of 25, whatever. 131. We just need a few more workers. So once we get that, we get to level 2, and we can unlock some of the new buildings. So let's just wait for that, and we'll see what we can do. So if we just look at this while it's going, so we can see now that we've got crops going. We're actually, own production is obviously the green one. We've got quite a lot of own production with this for the entire city. And then we're importing a few. So we're going to need some more stuff because we're currently importing stuff. Whoa, that just changed. We've got crops, so we're currently we're making a loss for 87, but we're now outputting animal products and crops. So once we level up, we'll be able to start doing stuff with this. So instead of outputting the crops and the animal products, we'll be manufacturing that into better things and outputting those for more money. So that's the plan. We're 138 workers. Just need a few more. Give us what we want. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 141, 142. No more room. Oh, okay, yeah, that's an issue then. Well, we're gonna need another one of them, I guess. If we get a recycling centre this time, we can pop that, say, there. And then we can actually start emptying this. So that will help people. 146, come on! As soon as these people's needs are met, they'll start leveling up a bit more. We are so close. What is it? Education. Make sure all is well in the building to allow it to upgrade. Oh, okay, so the only problem with that is the fact that they've got no garbage. So as soon as we get some garbage sorted, we'll probably get a bunch of houses. Yeah, loads of houses about to level up. More people, more workers. That will do the trick. Don't see any around here. Here we go. Here's one. Come on, do your job. Make people happy. Okay, yep. We're seeing some stuff. Okay, so that's good. And then upgrading, great. And lots of happiness. Okay, perfect. But that's all good. It's all good. It's not a problem. Nothing that can't be fixed. We got 128k, and we're making 5k a week. Amazing. How much are we doing from there? Hello! Great! Congratulations, level 2. So we now flour mill, bakery, farm workers barracks. That's what I was looking for. The cattle shed, the small barn, and the Gothic barn 3 castle. That's a mod. That's an asset. So let's have a quick look first of all. 150 people. Let's have a look first of all at barracks over here. So this would increase the amount of people that can physically work in these places, and hopefully it provides some housing for them at the same time. So yeah, let's start with one just there, and let's put one there. Does that fix the housing issue? It actually does. Okay, great. Well, let's get loads of those in place then. Yeah, that can go there because there's no space. So we've got loads more housing. Straight away, before we do anything, we've got space for 350 workers. So look at that. We're almost there. And let's see, we're almost at space here. Yeah, we're going to need a few more buildings, but let's have a quick look at that. So if we have a look in here, we've got a flour mill now. So the flour mill is a processing building which requires crops to produce special goods, flour. Flour mills grind crops into flour and package it for transportation. Processing building need to be placed inside the industry area. So what that basically does is stops us from selling crops to actually selling flour, which is obviously worth a lot more money. That's quite a large building, so why don't we pop that one? Ooh. Yeah, let's stick it there. We'll leave some gap for the road as well, and that should start making a difference. Now, obviously, that requires crops in order to work. These also require crops in order to work. We have got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crop fields, so we could probably do with getting some more of those. But if we just have a look at this now, we've now unlocked flour, so we can output that. So you obviously get more money for flour than you would do for crops, and you get more for animal products than you would do for crops. But obviously they both need crops in order to do them. So let's get some more crops, and then we can keep everything flowing. And it probably wouldn't hurt actually to pop another of these silos right here next door to it. So you haven't got far to go. We've also got the small barn for storing the farm industry raw materials. So that probably wouldn't hurt either. Again, I think maybe we'll just can we squeeze that one in? Just about, yeah, that will do. But now we've got a barn, and that stores materials. We'll do that to empty, and we'll do that to empty as well. Perfect. So I think that one went in from the top, so let's do the same up here. Top, and bottom, and top. That'll be enough for the time being. We should be producing their wheat. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep wheat. We should be producing loads and loads of stuff now. So we'll start seeing that going up as soon as we get, oh look, 203 workers now. That's looking pretty good. Another problem I've kind of picked up along the way. Obviously, well, traffic is becoming an issue, and it will continue to be so. We're now at 79%. Obviously, over here, all of the traffic come from there, all from here, convert onto this one roundabout, and then they get stuck there. But also, they all get stuck because they're trying to come in here. So this is an issue, and I kind of thought this was going to be an issue from the start because they're all trying to cross paths and get in each other's ways. So why don't we pause the game a second, and we'll see if we can fix that. All I want to do is get one of these roads, that one there, and then come over here. We'll need the Anarchy mod, so we'll just place that in. So that road's now in place, and then we can get rid of the old rubbish roads, and there. And let's play it, and give them a chance just to catch up. So that should hopefully reduce them all running into each other. We could actually, yeah, let's sort these junctions out while we're at it, because we don't want to let them go straight over, because that's just going to cause all sorts of issues. So let's go to Traffic Manager mod. Let's check for traffic lights first of all. Yeah, there's a traffic light. Get that off. Get that off. And then we want some lane restrictions. So let's have a look here. You can go every direction. You cannot go forward anymore. Go away. You cannot turn right. Don't do that. So they can go straight forward and spin around the roundabout and go back if they really need to. And we'll give more access to there. Now, one way we can fix this is we need, basically, the problem is everything converges into one spot. So we need to move stuff. We can have an off-ramp coming up here so that some of the traffic comes off later on. But we'll do that as we build up. That might help a little bit. Where are you all going? That's the next thing. If I go to routes, I can pick that road. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of pedestrians walking over there, so we could do with some more foot traffic. I mean, I'm quite happy with the pedestrians walking, but we can maybe look at maybe a more direct route. We're going to need some public transport. That's the next episode. We'll work on that. We've got lots and lots of trucks coming across, which That's to be expected. And also private vehicles. So if we can dump the private vehicles and the pedestrians and get them public transport, and then if we can get an option for the trucks to get out up the top, that will probably fix everything. What are we at? 73. That's not too bad. We can work on that. Once we get 9,000 people, we'll be able to get trains and start using the train lines. So that's a little way off, but it will come eventually. But yeah, let's actually just connect this now, just before we get too far. That can get rid of some of the traffic down here, so that means some of the trucks won't be going in there, at least to leave, which means that the flow of traffic is better coming in. So that will help. If we just speed that up a little bit, we'll see how it works. That is speeding up, looking good. 84% traffic. There we go. People are using that. Fantastic. Okay, so I've left the game running for a little bit, and we're in quite a good position. We've now got over £500,000 in the bank, or 500,000 currency. We're making 8 and a bit thousand every single week, so that's pretty good. We have lost a few people. We'll come back to that. That's not a problem. So over here we've gone and added a few more things. We've got another flour mill, which we were lacking raw materials, and we've added a cattle shed. So we've got a bunch more people, and this section is working really well. Look at upgrading that at least to the next level by the next episode if we can. One problem though is all these people working here. We've got 242 people, 244. We've now had a surge of people leaving jobs in this district, which meant that some of these places are sort of out of business. It'll come back, not a major problem. As for traffic, working really well, loving it. It might be partly because there's less buildings and people, but you know, we'll keep an eye on that over time. Just a couple of shout outs before we finish. Just like to thank the commander first of all for coming up with the name for this district, Pisces district. And also for Janu for coming up with a name for this district, Laguna Seca district. So thank you both of you. Also, Lawmaster Trot, I did see your comment about the Nature Reserve Park district area in a lake. Now, there's a perfectly good lake there, so I don't see why we can't do that moving forward, maybe in the next couple of episodes. We'll look at obviously doing it around this side and onto there as well. So that could be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. We do need to focus heavily on residential because we've got massive demand and a bit of commercial. We'll need to look at upgrading the farm district. Like I say, I'd like to get to at least level 3 if we can, if not beyond, and just general expansion. Now, up to you guys, but I think we need to buy a new square at some point. So if we say this is bottom, that is top, left and right, let me know which ones you think we should do, and if you can think of a name for the farmland district, that would be ideal. So look forward to your comments on that. But unfortunately, that is all we got time for today. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a big like and a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And obviously tell your friends about it too, because if you like it, there's a good chance they will too. But as always, I've been Sticky Gamer. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.